Hey everyone, Big Mac here. How's it going? So I thought, I don't know, this is just kind of a spur of the moment thing, but for the past few months or so, I've had a FormSpring account open. FormSpring was a website where basically you could kind of like, ask me anything kind of thing. I never got a single question from anybody, but that's okay. Because, now and then they'll just randomly ask, here's a random question of the day, or here, or autocomplete some other, some little things. So I thought I would share some of those with you today. Alright, so I have not gone through this list at all, so I haven't like pre-screened anything, but I'll just try and focus on the important ones. Who was your first crush? Third grade, Rebecca was a tomboy, definitely, but I thought she was cute. She had a cute little bowl haircut. I liked it on her. Her sister hated me, though, for whatever reason. Let's see here. Obviously, I'm trying to skip, like, obvious questions here. Maybe I should have, like, pre-screened these things, but there really isn't a way for me to do that easily. What was your favorite class in school? Well, there's high school, there's college. High school, it was definitely AP Statistics. That was the math course that I took my senior year. In college, I took rock music history, so it covered everything from the 50s, Elvis, even Beatles and country, all the way up to modern day. We had lectures on hip-hop, we had lectures on Radiohead, and we had lectures on country music and women of the 90s. Those are some of my favorite lectures. Well, my favorite lecture was probably just the day where he let us watch Santana play at Altamont. That was probably like, or was it Altamont? No, it was the Monterey Jazz Festival. That was it, or whatever they called it at the time. Anyway, here we go. If I were in a band, what would my band name be? Varsity Hopscotch. It's kind of a running joke from when I was in 8th grade chess team, and it just kind of has never gone away. I've wanted to use it. People think it's stupid, but that would be my band name. I've tried using it as our team name for quiz night when I go with friends, but they never like it. Badoo. Badoo. And again, I'm trying to just pick the interesting ones. Do you collect anything? Video games, I guess. I mean, you guys might have seen some of my older videos. I mean, I don't have like a massive collection by any means, but just like ones that I've accumulated over the years and stuff. So, it's not a bad. Like, we've got things from every generation. So, everything from a Gen 1 Pong machine. Well, it was a knockoff of a Pong machine, but anyway. So, we have everything from that to Gen 2 with Atari, and we even have Odyssey 2 games. And then, of course, up to nowadays where we have PS3, Xboxes, and Wii's. Okay. How big is your family? I have a really huge family that I don't even know of. I have, like, cousins in Mexico, and on my dad's side of the family, we have family somewhere in either, like, Pennsylvania or Arkansas. I have no idea where they are, apparently, because my grandpa ran off with my grandma. When he met up with her, and the family just kind of disowned him. So, I don't blame him for leaving him behind, and we never had contact with him. I think one relative of my grandpa's, came down for the funeral, and that was it. So, I really don't know a whole lot about the Wilson side of me. And again, like I mentioned, I'm trying to skip all of the like quick questions, like what are you wearing today? Do you have big feet? That's not a regular. I mean, that's a regular question. I have a 6.5, 11, or 11.5, 6E. I was gonna say 6.5, 11E. That would be weirder looking. But so basically, I've got like a kind of a normal sized length, but my feet are super wide, so I have to wear a 6E size shoe, and it costs a lot of money to get like good ones that I can find that fit me comfortably. I would try and usually just like at the like Payless store, I'd go to like 13 or 14 wide width just to try and get it to fit. But that's not good for walking around and everything. That's too much forward foot room. So I don't know. Let's see here. Picture. I'm not really looking at these too quickly. Or I'm probably looking at these too quickly. What's your favorite animal? Giraffes! Let's see here. I'm trying to just find interesting ones. If I don't really have an interesting one, I'll just try and skip it. If you were to have a theme song, what would it be? Calico Cat Rock. It's a DDR song. It's also called Miko Neko Rock, I believe, in Japanese. But basically, it's just a little fun, like jazzy, rocky, drum and bass, kind of a little bit of everything song. I find it a lot of fun. I've never been able to actually like dance to it on DDR. I'm not bad at DDR, but I haven't had a chance to do it in a long time. Let's see here. The best concert ever. I would say, yeah, 2010. It was Muse and Silver Sun Pickups at the fairgrounds. Oh my gosh, when Silver Sun Pickups started on Growing Old is Getting Old, I was just in love, and I rushed, to as close to the stage as I could. Obviously, they wouldn't let me get too close because there were plenty of other fans in there too, and I didn't want to, be crushed or anything either. But it was awesome. And then Muse came on that evening, and there were lasers, and they were just doing random jam sessions. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I loved that. I loved that show. And I know both of them are coming back to Arizona this year on different events, and I really want to go to both, but I don't think I'll be able to. This is my current background image. See if I can make this a little bigger. 1 zoom, 2 zoom, 3 zoom. Alright, so basically it's just a highway setting. I had just found it online one day, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty picture. Turns out that it is actually a skyline of Kingman, Arizona. So if you know where that is, that's kind of northern side of Arizona, west of Flagstaff, on the way towards Las Vegas. So that's where that city is. And I just love this picture. So I've driven on that route before, not at sunset, but I think it obviously would have definitely been an awesome thing to be like driving down this particular scene and be like, oh my gosh, I've seen this scene before. Oh my gosh, it's the thing on my computer. There was my Formspring profile picture, just me being like, I'm old school. I like how my question of do you like reality TV apparently did not make it through. I am fine with that. Is there a story behind your name? I know I've answered this question twice. One was my real name and one was my screen name. So this one's my real name. Yeah, I was named after a friend of my mom's who died. Again, like I mentioned, I'm not actually sure why he died. I think he had AIDS. I'm honestly not sure. And then I was named after my grandpa. Here, these were my grandpas on both my mom's side and my dad's side. My grandpa's first names were Alvin and Clarence, so I'd be Alvin Clarence Wilson. Not a very Hispanic name. No siree. Okay, let's see here. Anything else that I particularly... If you have a question on something that I'm just totally skipping right now, feel free to ask. I might be willing to elaborate on it a little bit. Happiest moment of my life. I mean, that's hard to describe. But, the one I put down here, which is definitely among the running, for sure, was when I was getting my bachelor's degree from my math degree. Basically, yeah, they let everybody do like a quick blurb, and it was the science college ceremony. So just the physics majors, the biology majors, the science majors. So I had a lot of friends who were graduating at the time, so we were all getting to cheer for each other. And of course, I did go to the big graduation party afterward, or not party, but ceremony afterward. The one meant for the entire school, but I loved the college one that the College of Science at the time did. I hated the one the College of Engineering did. I felt really unappreciated at that one. But on the College of Science one, they actually let people do little blurbs, so everything from new graduate for hire to thank you everybody. And the one I just did was lo hicimos. We did it in Spanish. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, booba-doop-a-dee. I like clicking things, and so do you. Well, I don't know if you do or not. What group did you belong to in high school? I don't know. I went to a school of mostly nerdy people. So, mostly nerdy, geeky people. So, like, it was a college prep high school. So, we just did whatever we could. So, in the group among us, we had theater people, we had music people, we had band people, we had I don't know. I mean, we were all misfits. Everybody's always a misfit. But, all we would do is just sit outside, play cards. We would not sit in the cafeteria. Cafeteria was too mainstream for us. So we would normally just sit outside at the benches, and they were like, the benches were made of plastic and had this like weird ropey kind of configuration to it, so that if you were wearing shorts or something, it would obviously like imprint your skin, and then you could obviously tell that you were outside. But we just played cards, all different kinds of games. I actually went through a step here of a game, which apparently is a form of rummy, but I'm honestly not sure. Do you play any musical instruments? No, not really. I can play Guitar Hero, but I played the clarinet back in middle school, and that was about it. I was pretty good at it, too. But I would always get sick because, I don't know, I just kept getting infected. Maybe I needed to buy new reeds more often or something. I don't know. See, I think that'll just about wrap up part 1. What's your dream car? Black Jeep Wrangler. I don't know why. And just a smaller one, too. Not like a big old massive one, like the smallest version that they make. I don't know why. I just find that kind of vehicle appealing. Otherwise, like, just a compact is fine as well. Worst movie ever seen? Just don't see Club Dread. Rush Hour 3 comes in second place. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna skip that one. Okay, so until next time, this is part 1 of Ask Big Mac.